I'm going to show you the best way to currently make money inside of Roblox Fish. So there's going to be two methods inside this video, one of them being fishing and one of them being passive income. Starting off with the passive income, because it's pretty self-explanatory, is the personal aquariums. If you don't know how this feature works, essentially you put different types of fish in here and you are getting an online profit and offline profit, which means you get this amount of money and this amount of XP every hour. If you're online, you obviously get way more, and if you're offline, you get a fraction of the online amount. You also get items from these as well, so some of these can be pretty good, like different totems and things. This is a great way to get a ton of money passively as you're fishing, doing the best method for fishing, which I'm about to show. So you can see I'm earning 259,000 per hour while I'm online. This definitely isn't as optimized as I could have it. I just haven't really put the time into it yet, because I'm just starting to get back into fish. You can see something like a shiny sparkling big Scylla has 70,000 per hour. So just put a bunch of fish with a giant weight amount and cool mutations on it that have high multipliers, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot out of it. Now moving on to the method on how to get money while fishing, you're going to be heading over to the newly added island Castaway Cliffs if you are a returning player anyway. So this video, I'm kind of assuming you are returning players since fish is kind of making a rise again. So assuming you are a returning player and not brand new, I would highly recommend getting the Polaris Serenade rod if it's still out by the time you're watching this video. I have a full guide on my channel if you want to check it out. It's in the top right now or link in the description. However, it is a limited time rod and you have to do a couple quests to get it. So if you don't have the rod, alternatively, I would recommend using the Seraphic rod, because if you stop playing before this was buffed, it actually got a huge buff where there's now a blessed mutation on it, which is a 10x cell multiplier, and the stats on the rod are pretty good. And if you're not level 1000 to be able to have this rod, you can use the ethereal prism rod, which was the best rod before all these new updates came out. Yeah, like I said, if you have the Polaris Serenade or the option to grind for it, I would definitely recommend doing so because it is the best rod currently, and put Sea Overlord on it. So you're just going to come to the lake in the center of the Castaway Island and just fish in this area here. This is actually going to be one of the best locations to earn money, mainly because of the exotic here. It's pretty easy to get. If you want to target it with the fish head and stuff, you can do so, but this is going to be our main money maker here. So I'd highly recommend using Aurora totems as well as server luck if you have the means to do so, and then just sit here and fish. The reason why this rod is so good in particular is because it has a chance to get the Serene mutation, which is a 14x cell multiplier. It also has a ton of other passive abilities. If you haven't seen the rod yet, here they are on the screen now, or if you want to break down on it fully, you can check out the YouTube short I made on it. But yeah, this is essentially the best method in the game to go ahead and get yourself a ton of money if you're trying to catch up to the game, or if you're just trying to get an insane amount of money. This paired with the aquarium, you are going to be doing just that. Anyways, if you have any questions or anything, join my Discord. Maybe we can pair up and host some luck lobbies. Make sure to drop a sub to the channel if you're new. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.